Hey guys, what's up? Jordan here with the Deck Box, and tonight I wanted to have a little bit of fun with you guys. I just picked up my copy of Pokken. I pre-ordered it like 2 months ago, and I've been dying to have it. I had a couple games on the Switch, but haven't had enough, variety. So I'm super excited to get this. I did not play the original game that came out on the Wii U, I believe it was. But my wife got me a Switch for Father's Day. Shout out to her. Thank you, Brittany. It was a great surprise. I love my Switch, and so now I'm getting to use it for Pokemon. I cannot wait till we get a main story game, which should be coming out within the next year. I know they're talking a lot about main story games coming out on the Switch, so I'm super excited for that. But what I want to do tonight, guys, I've played this a little bit today, maybe for like 45 minutes or so, maybe an hour, something like that, just testing things out. But I've only battled. I haven't really explored the game itself, so I'm gonna go through it with you guys. I'm curious to see what there is. Like I said, I haven't really done a whole lot, so gonna be kind of an impromptu, just kind of walk through some things. Maybe you haven't gotten your copy yet and you kind of want a little sneak peek or whatever. I know a couple people have already streamed some of this, but that's fine. Maybe you've already got yours, and you just want to kind of dig into it a little bit more. So this is your chance to take a peek. Maybe you're one of those people that decided not to get it. I can honestly say that I haven't gotten too far into it, but it is really good. I'm really happy with it. So we're going to take a look. So here we have My Town, where you start off. It keeps your battle record, is what it looks like. You get to see your rank and things like that. So if we see, let's see, I'll zoom in here a little bit for you guys. I have 37 battles, 37 wins. I'm okay with that. Had 40 perfects. So it just kind of gives you a bunch of little breakdowns of what league that you're in. I'm in the C rank. You start in D rank and you work up. And actually, I played through I guess the league, the D rank, and it's, I'm not gonna lie, it's super easy when you start. You can kind of button mash through it a little bit, and then you get to the end of this thing, and at the end of this league, it brings out is it Dark Mewtwo or whatever, and he just wipes the floor with you. I mean, I'm sure there's ways to beat it, but I don't think they expect you to beat it the first time around. But yeah, so that's just a little heads up. That's why I got 100% win ratio. I expect that'll change over time. I still haven't gotten online and played against other players, so I'm really looking forward to doing that. I'll probably do that while we're on here. So battle record. This has the wireless battle records, and like I said, once we play against some people, it'll show that. Battle Pokemon records. So these are Pokemon you use. When you start the game, it asks who you want to be your companion Pokemon, I guess. I can't remember the exact word they use. Okay, so it's Shadow Mewtwo. But they ask you who you want to be your companion, and I gotta, it's tough. I got the demo, and with the demo you could only play with Empoleon, Charizard, Pikachu, maybe Decidueye. I can't remember if Decidueye or not, but I know Charizard, Pikachu, and Empoleon could be played with. Empoleon was a lot of fun to play. Pikachu was good. Charizard was a ton of fun. I was not sure what to expect with Charizard. Didn't think he'd be a lot of fun, but he was. So it was really tough getting on here because I knew those guys were good. I love Gengar. Mewtwo obviously is amazing. Shadow Mewtwo just looks amazing, but I didn't want to go with the obvious choice, I guess. I think Darkrai gets too much love, so I avoided him. Scizor is really cool. Croagunt's just goofy. I love Decidueye, but Garchomp is just, I've always thought Garchomp was cool. And I don't get him in the video games a lot because he's really tough to get, so I said, you know what, I'm going to go with Garchomp. They're giving me the option to start with him, so I'm going to take him. I'm pretty sure you can switch that, as you play, but that's who I have. Battle log gives you your history, and these are, yeah, I guess this is more for online stuff. and replays if you've saved any replays, which I have not. Profile settings. This is where you can just mess with your avatar a bit. That's me. I splurged right as I got it and paid a bunch of coins on here to get the shirt because I didn't like what they had. So yeah, that's where you can customize, change your appearance, things like that. I need a beard. They have this beard setting, but they don't have beards on here yet. They just got like, I don't even know what that is, if it's like a band-aid or what. So maybe you just gotta earn your beard, which I'm looking forward to doing. Title settings, you can set your title. Okay, so this is as you go. I guess the best way to think of it is like Call of Duty. I think as you rank up in prestige or whatever, you get these different names. So let's see, Hot Battle Trainer, C Rank Battle Trainer. So it's based on these little, I guess, achievements, and you can change your title and things like that. So these are all the different ones. It goes through a huge list. Nothing much to see. We're at 4.82% completion on that, so that's good that there's a ton of those to go through. We do have comment settings. I can change what my player says when we start. Mine is super polite and just says thanks for playing with me, but I guess you can change that. Good night, good morning, goodbye, all those things. So yeah, that's pretty cool that you can do that much customization. You can change your Pokemon settings. So okay, so here's the partner settings. So you can change it at random times. I'm not going to change it for this video because I do want to play with Garchomp because I know kind of how to use him now, and I can show you guys some of the moves that I like using with him. However, I think what I'll do later, I might switch to Machamp, because Machamp, if you saw the recent video, we did a PTCGO with Machamp, and you know how he doesn't get much love in the PTCGO, or I'm sorry, in the TCG. Again, not always super easy to get into games unless you just sit there and trade with yourself like I do. But I do like Machamp, he's pretty cool. Eventually I will obviously go through every single one of these, but I'm going to start with Machamp after Garchomp. Man, the Garchomp just looks amazing there. The coloring in this game, they did a really good job. Skill point. So this, whenever you win matches, you can choose where your points go. So I've got attack up to 7, 6, 6, 6. So that's where I have them now, but it looks like you can actually drop them. Yeah, so you can choose to change it later if you change your mind. So that's cool. It's not locked in place or anything. No, we're not going to save it. Oh, yes. So that's pretty neat. I've got to do Shadow Mewtwo at some point. It's so cool. Something to notice too, I'm not sure if you guys are seeing this part, but on each Pokemon, down in the bottom corner, see where that green square says technical? That's like the type of Pokemon that Shadow Mewtwo is, and then power for Charizard, power for Machamp, technical for Gardevoir, speed on Pikachu Libre, Caesar's power, standard is Empoleon. So like you have these different settings for I guess the type of Pokemon that you use, so you can choose if you want to hit really hard or if you just need to be able to maneuver a lot and use speed, whatever the case may be, or maybe just kind of an even mix of everything. So yeah, I thought it was interesting that they had Krogon. So from what I heard, they had him as a support Pokemon in the first game, but now they have him as a fighter. And I thought it was weird that they didn't go with Toxicroak and just evolve all the way up. However, now I'm seeing Braixen, and they didn't go up to Delphox. So I guess they don't care about going all the way to the top. What I would love to see in the future, just as a side note, I would love to see them where you start off with, like, for example, Machamp, Rowlet, Ghastly, and so on, Charmander, Gibble. So you start with those basics, and then as you get better, your Pokemon evolve. I think that would be the coolest thing ever, to be able to do that. You know, start with Piplup and just move up from there. I think that would be really cool as an added feature, which, you know, maybe they're saving that for later. They have to they have to stretch these things out, you know, to get more games, and I'm totally cool with that. So yeah, that'd be what I would want to see, and of course, as always, more Pokemon. Why not? And then just some options. So we'll get out of my town, and guys, I apologize. I don't have the correct tech to be able to just record straight from my Switch, so I'm trying to do it with the camera as best I can. If it's blurry, I do apologize, but like I said, I'm just messing around in here. You can, of course, practice, and you have this lovely lady, excuse me, Nia, and she tells you all about wherever you're at. She gives you advice, and when you win, she says it's all because of her. So there's a spot where you can learn different combos. You can practice moves for each individual Pokemon. So that's the thing, these Pokemon, they all have different unique moves, which is awesome. I don't see why they wouldn't. And so you can go and learn each one of those so you can use your favorite moves when you are playing. You can change the rules for free training just to kind of learn a little bit. And of course, tutorials are just going to walk you through. So that's always great to have. I'm going to breeze through some of these. There's the wireless battle. You can go on there and play against friends locally. Online battle, you can play around the world, I imagine. Local battle, this is obviously if you have 2 controllers for your Switch to be able to have you and someone else in the room. Which, if you haven't, I don't know how many of you guys have even gotten a Switch or seen anything like that. So these, I'm going to try to show you the controller. You've probably seen it. So what's cool and frustrating at the same time is these controllers, of course, they do split off to become a small one on either side, so you get 2 per large one, but it makes the set really expensive. I think they're like maybe 70 for the pair, something like that. I got a decent deal on mine, but you do end up having to drop like over $100 to technically get 2 controllers, 2 full-size controllers, but you do get 4 mini ones. So it's a neat concept. The more you think about it, I mean, it makes sense. You're getting 4 controllers technically. Sorry, a little interruption. So daily challenges. So it looks like this is our mail. Kind of tells us if there's something that has uploaded, and this helps you get more skill points. So daily challenge. Let's see what we got. Okay, so you use those Pokemon with those supporters in a team battle. And then if you win, you get some sort of bonus. So I'm not going to do that yet, because like I said, we're going to probably hop online and do some Ferrum League. So this is where I've been messing around a bit, was Ferrum League. You start off in the Green League, which is the D class, and then you move up to C class, which is the Blue League, and so on. Obviously I haven't gotten any further. But you go into this, I'll show you real quick. Oh, should have gone to green, otherwise she's going to spend everything. So there's league matches, which is just, you battle 5 computers, I believe. You go through, you battle them, and once you get through them, you move up to the next stage of 6, and so on and so on. You want your ranking right here where it says 60 out of 60, you want that to where you're all the way at the top of them. So the closer you get to being at first, the better you are. Of course, after you get past a certain amount on the league matches, you can hop down to tournaments, which I did do 1 on the green one. And once I did the tournament, I was able to do the promotion test to move up into C class. So it's really neat. You get to unlock things within little segments. And then, of course, there's free battle, where you can just mess around a little bit. Mission panel. Oh, so this is, I need to show you this in the other one. So mission panel. As you're playing in these tournaments or these little matches, there's these squares, and they each count for something else. So there's counterattack, support Pokemon, yada yada yada. So anytime you use one of these or accomplish whatever it is you have to accomplish to unlock those, you get a square for your Pokemon. So as you see, there's Garchomp coming through, and we've gotten 6 of them, and we have 6 left. So the more we play in the Green League, the more we can unlock with this. So it's really cool. It has that unlock feature, just as an added bonus. So it's like this game is just stacked with, this reward and that reward, and it just like, do this and you get that. And so it's really neat. You get to kind of build up and see. So I'm curious now to see how online battle works, see if I'm even close to okay. I'll do it later. See if I'm even close to decent. Oh, I would have to do a big upgrade. I'm not going to do the upgrade right now. I'm going to hop in the league, show you guys that. Maybe I'll do another video in the future to see if I am even close to to being as good as some of these other players. So now we're going to hop into this league. I'll show you guys how this works a little bit. I have to admit, I do button smash at times, but I'm getting better. I know now what some of the moves do, which is really, it makes things more fun. So these are our support Pokemon. I haven't messed with too many of them. The last one, last one I used was this Electrode Farfetch combo. So what they do, it tells you how much time it typically takes to build them up. These are both average. Some will say fast, some will say slow. With these easier matches, you usually don't end up using these guys because you don't have enough time, because I mean you're just destroying your opponent, because they're pretty simple computers, not gonna lie. But what's neat is, so say I use Farfetch'd during the first match and I win. The second match, if I switch to Electrode, he's already built up and ready to go. That's what I've seen so far. He's built up and ready to go, and I can use him, which is really neat. So, and I'll read just these two as an example. Farfetch'd performs a flurry of attacks towards the opponent, attack together to rush down your opponent. So while Farfetch'd is doing his thing, you can also be attacking. So it's, you know, double teaming. And then Electrode is really cool because what he does is it's performing a counter upon defending an opponent's attack. Both powerful and great defensive move. So what happens is your opponent goes to swing on you, you pull him out, and when they hit him, he explodes. Now if you pull him out and your opponent's not attacking you, it's a waste. Learn that the hard way. But again, in these early matches, you really don't need the support. But sometimes you just let your opponent hit you a little bit so that you can get to use those and just have some fun with the cutscenes. So we're going to get in here. I'm going to try to show you guys a little bit of gameplay. And we are going up against Machamp, which is pretty cool. Because like I said, he's probably going to be the next guy we use. So we got cool entry scenes here. Garchomp looking bad. We are going to start with Farfetch because I like to switch to Electrode. And let's see if I can avoid embarrassing myself. So this is one of my favorite moves right here. Getting to dig through the ground, kind of surfing through the sand. Right here, boom. And probably my favorite thing, I think that does like a little boost there. I can do like an earthquake thing from the air. You can just do a simple punch and kick. Then there's a spiral move. And then you can boost right there and do these big slicing attacks. And they did a really... Okay, so now he's pulling out his support Pokemon in Frogadier, which is fine. We can avoid that. What he's doing there, he just defended that little hexagon thing you saw. Kind of like this. That's defending. So, you know, if he tries to hit us, we're protected. You can break through those if you hit with the right angle of attacks, from what I've seen. And we are timed, so I'm going to take him out right there. So we got a great rating. If you make it through with no damage done to you, they count as a perfect, which is always nice to do. So now between matches, we can switch our support. We're going to switch to Electrode, and hopefully I can get a chance to show you guys Electrode at work. So I always start my matches with this, I guess, swimming through the sand, if you want to call it. So let's get him to attack us so I can show you Electrode. Come on, hit me. Do it again. Alright. I'll get it to work, I swear. So we got Electrode out. Hopefully he hits us. Nope, he did not. So a lot of times too, whenever I put Electrode out there, the computers know what he does, obviously. So they avoid doing it because they don't want to take the hit. And that's one of my favorite ones to do, kicking from up top. I need to build up so I can Mega Evolve, which I will get to do, and end with this cutscene on this battle. So you do that, then you Mega Evolve, and you just swing. Oh, but he got KO'd from that hit, so you didn't get to see the whole cutscene. I'll get to show you guys that again. This ending cutscene is just awesome. Garchomp doing Garchomp things. Alright, so you get a ranking at the end. I've been ranging between 3 and 4 stars, a lot of 3.5s though. I usually don't get a lot for technique just because, like I said, I do button mash a lot, but I button mash for things I know. I don't do a lot of defending, I just go for the attacks. I imagine once I get further and into the tougher matches, I will defend a little bit more and learn. So at the end of each match, it goes through, it gives you whatever prizes you may get, goes through your panels. So we get our first panel on this league, and we got 200,000 Pokegold. I don't know exactly what is considered a lot at this time. At one point I won like 1 million. I'm over 2 million now, I think. Like I said, I only played for an hour, so I doubt 2 million's a whole lot. But we'll see. So now we go up against our next opponent. As you can see, we're actually I'm gonna switch. I haven't used, haven't gotten a chance to use Cubone. I really like Cubone. I like Diglett too, of course. Yeah, so let's see. One thing, I don't know if I would want them to do this or not, but an interesting avenue they could take would be to actually add weakness to this game, because like in this instance, when I face up against Suicune is not hitting me for more damage because I'm a dragon and Suicune is ice. It doesn't take weakness into account. So, I don't know, it'd be interesting to see if they would ever do that, if they would ever consider it. However, I don't think they're trying to make this too complex for people to try and sit and figure out. This seems to be, so there's a perfect, we didn't get hit at all. This seems to be more of a go out, have fun kind of game, especially when you're playing against like computers and stuff. I mean, you're not really using a ton of strategy, especially in these early matches. Later on, I imagine you do. But if they were to add weakness and typings to this, it would be very interesting. Definitely make a difference, as opposed to just doing it based on, you know, you did X amount of damage and it's always that way with a Pokemon with this type of defense or whatever. So that would be interesting to see, because then I mean, you have a good variety. You have alright, so now we're going to get to see the Mega Evolution, and we are going to just, oh come on, there we go. Alright, so you get to see this cutscene, and this is just like the coolest thing ever. It goes underground, shoots through the air, spiraling, and just shoots out, and you take the KO. I love ending games like that. You know, typically if you're at that point, you've probably already got the game in hand, but it's just a really cool way to do it, to be honest with you, and I'm all about that. So 3.5 stars there once again. And Naya is always nice to you at the end of the match, tells you you're amazing. We get a level up, and this is where we get to choose where our attributes go. So of course we have attack, that makes us stronger. Defense keeps them from attacking us for more damage. Synergy increases the duration of synergy boost and increases the boost you get to attack and defense. And strategy shortens the charging time for your support, which is actually really cool, because you can change some of those slows to maybe average or average to fast. So we have a new title, Ferrum Hero. And we are on to our next match. So we'll finish off these 5. And I think that should be a nice good sampling of the game. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it so far. I have to be honest, I've never, obviously I'm new to the recording thing. However, it's a lot different recording a video game where you're having to focus on pressing all the buttons and stuff, as opposed to just like PTCGO where it's, you know, kind of slow paced. So, but I'm having fun with it. You know, oh, this is always a great matchup. Watching Garchomp and Charizard go at it, just Clash of Titans here is really, really cool. And I love how they made the movements of Garchomp kind of, I don't know, it reminds me of like a Velociraptor from Jurassic Park or something. I know that sounds very childish, but, you know, whatever. I don't care. I love Jurassic Park. I love dinosaurs. And Garchomp just fits that mold. So like I said, I like to start games by using the swim through land kind of thing. But it's also kind of a great way to, I guess, troll, you know, and really just keep hitting your opponent, because they can't get around it, it seems, and a lot of times they'll start by doing their move that just like shoots out damage, and we're able to just dig under the ground and avoid it. which is, you know, an added bonus. So you avoid damage and you take or you hand out damage. So it's really, really cool to see. So that's how we're gonna start here. Oh nope, missed it. Didn't hit the right button. And they do have phase shifts where it changes your move set temporarily. So each Pokemon, it seems like, has essentially 2 sets of moves, and it changes based up. See, there's that phase shift, and that is something I still haven't quite gotten down. However, you know, I do intend to learn it a little bit more. So we do see Mega Charizard here, so we need to get Mega Garchomp up and running, and we get to still keep hitting pretty hard. And we are going to Mega Evolve. This is going to be awesome. Haven't seen 2 of them go at the same time. And it looks like we will take the first game against Charizard. This is the first game against him. If we get that last bit of damage, yes, we do. So awesome, getting to see 2 Mega Evolutions back to back, and ending strong. So I will say this: I'm really happy with the computer. So we get 4-star there. The computer skill level, because like I said, we started in green and now we're up in blue. And I can already see an increase in the gameplay from the computer. Like, the computer is stronger for sure, but it doesn't get like ridiculous where they bump like 5 levels up. You know, it's like a very smooth transition into that next level to where it's still workable and you're progressively getting better with the game. You know, they don't make it so ridiculous. So I'm happy with that so far. Like I said, haven't gotten too far into it, but so far so good. There's been a story going from the end of the first tournament about Shadow Mewtwo. He shows up, and now they're exploring things about him. So that's really neat too, that in the league, you know, you're also getting a little bit of backstory with it, with one of the characters. Something I'm surprised by, let's do Dragonite. Let's give Dragonite some love. One thing I'm surprised by is that you get to actually start the game with Shadow Mewtwo, as, you know, as an option. Every single one of the Pokemon is an option to start with, which is kind of surprising. I would have guessed that they would have had a few that you had to unlock, or at least Shadow Mewtwo. I mean, it's Mewtwo, but it's a special edition, so I'm really kind of baffled by that, to be honest with you. But that's okay. You know, I'm not going to argue with it. If we get that chance, we'll take it. Like I said, it'll probably be Garchomp, then a little bit of a Champ, and then Mewtwo. So, one thing I want to know from you guys, I know this channel is mostly geared towards the TCG. Eric and I both just love Pokemon in general, so, you know, we might give everything a try. But what I want to know is if, you know, any of you guys have played Pokken. One, what are your experiences with it? What are your thoughts on it? You know, everyone's got their own opinion. I get it. It's not for everyone. I'm loving it so far. So I want to know what you guys think, and I also want to know, I know at a lot of regionals, especially last year, they were doing Pokken as like a little side tournament. I want to know if any of you did that, how it went, how was it run, and you know, what was your placing like? Did you button smash your way to victories, or did you take a lot of time to train on this, just like you would with testing in the TCG or even the VGC? So that'd be something I'd want to know, because like I said, this is very new to me. I didn't mess with getting a Wii U, I just didn't see the use in it. I was very big into my Xbox One at the time, but with the games that are coming out on the Switch, and just with the amazing capabilities of the Switch, I could not really pass it up. Alright, do we get to Mega Evolve soon? No, we're just going to take the KO. Oh, we didn't showcase Dragonite. Oh, we didn't give Dragonite love. Sorry, bro. We'll try him again on this last one. So this is going to be a low one. 2.5 stars. Ooh. We got sloppy. That's fine. Alright, so we're going against Blaziken. I think this is the first time I've played against Blaziken. So this will be interesting. We are going to do this one again, because I want to see Dragonite's play. So we have Garchomp versus Blaziken. have that Alolan Executor in the back. It's pretty cool.
Which Pokemon do you want to tag for support? I always just go with my gut.
Alright. Let's try to start optimally to see his move. We miss it. Oh, but we come up and it hits us. Alright, so now we're getting to the point where we can't really button smash. We have to pay a little bit more attention to be able to get these solid hits. Oh. That was a nice hit there. And there we go, taking the KO. So that one, yeah, we started to get slower at the end, but that seems to work. Because what I noticed, and I've noticed this in other fighting games as well, your opponent gets knocked down, you just keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging. They just pop up and hit you because that swinging, you're missing. You're swinging at the air, it doesn't really do a whole lot. So you just gotta take the time and just hit them at the right angle. We're seeing a lot more defense from our opponents in these later stages, which is good because we need to learn how to work around that. And we're going to take advantage of him swinging out there. We are going to Mega Evolve. Let's get Dragonite out first. I want to see how Dragonite does. He shoots down some meteors and actually pretty much takes the game for us. Just 1 HP left on our opponent. We're going to whack him once. Take the KO. Yeah, we didn't give up any damage in that one. We got to use Dragonite. We got to Mega Evolve. So we got the full trifecta there. Awesome. And on top of that, we just finished a 6-person tournament there. So 3.5 stars again. And we're going to go up to level 24. So I know seeing me at level 24 seems like it's just crazy high. It's really not. In those early stages, like every match that you play, you're going up a level. And then from there, you know, we just keep boosting a little bit at a time on those. So it's, I mean, it's really not outrageous to see us at level 24. Now at this point it seems like it's every other match that we're going up a level, and if you see each match, like each round, or no, sorry, each match within each round takes maybe 30 seconds. They're very quick, so maybe about a minute, so you don't have to play long. So we're up to 45 out of 60, still not where we need to be. We got 55,000 coins. So there it is with the league match. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I didn't embarrass myself too much, but I'm super excited for a lot of things. Super excited for this channel, super excited for this game, and I just wanted to get some more content out to you guys that's just Pokemon based. You know, it doesn't always have to be TCG. I know that's really what we know a lot more, but I wanted to get this out, have a little bit of fun with you guys, walk you through this. Encourage you, if you haven't picked up this game, maybe pick it up. If you're not quite sure about purchasing it, maybe you can rent it somehow, find a friend who may have it. Check out some more videos online of people who are playing it. Check out reviews and see if it may be something for you. If nothing else, it is Pokemon, so I mean that alone makes it great. And I know people are talking about Gold and Silver coming out on the 3DS today. It is, well, it's Saturday morning now, it's 2 in the morning, but they just released that on the 3DS, which I think is really, really cool. I will not be purchasing it because I have my original Game Boy, so this is my alternative for that. So guys, pick up a copy of this and enjoy yourselves. Please just have fun with it. Let me know what you think of it, and we'll see you next time here on the Deck Box, and we'll just have some more fun. So have a great night, guys. See you next time.